Hey guys, what's up? Next is here, and this is a bit of a deep tour, even for us. I wanted to play Metal Gear Solid 2 for the channel. It's my favorite Metal Gear Solid game, honestly, and I wanted to show it to the world, that my love for it. And not just for Fortune's nice ass, although Fortune is hot, but whatever's getting to the game. So, Metal Gear Solid 2 is my favorite Metal Gear Solid game. We'll do Radar 2. Actually, we'll do Radar 1, actually. So, like I said earlier, Metal Gear Solid 2 is my favorite Metal Gear Solid game. While the first one I ever played was the demo disc for 1,
River. 2 years
I really like 2 and what 2
we had classified
tells us and what it gives us as a type of
for transport.
As a society,
The
you
whole
know?
thing stank, but our noses have been out in the cold too long.
It's a fun game, and I wish more people played this over 3. I like 3. 3 is a great game. But I feel like 2 is a better game, in my opinion. The George Washington Bridge. I didn't know that's out. I've been there. I've been there, I'm pretty sure. Wait, no. Now, this is the good old games version, so it might be a little weird to look at now in hindsight. I did download the patch for it, so I'm not sure how it's gonna look video-wise. But I'll fix that. I'm not in there. Honestly, the good old games version is a fucking spectacular version of the game. There's no issues with it whatsoever, which is weird to say out loud. Because this is like what? This is like a 20-year-old game. His birthday was yesterday as I'm recording this. So I mean, it's it's an old game, but it's a fantastic one nonetheless. And I feel like it's a game that everybody should play. It's a fucking fantastic, spectacular game. This introduction is a little weird, but it's okay. And I'm not like the best Metal Gear Solid player. I get caught a lot, so I'm not gonna get some like big boss ending run or anything. But that's okay. That's totally fine with me, you know? I like that Snake kind of goes from a weird like jog to like run to a jogging mode. And this is a cool ass cloak. I wish that cloak stayed with him, because that's a cool ass cloak. God, this is so fucking beautiful. I know this is a homage to like Ghost in the Shell, which makes sense for it to be beautiful. But God, this is so fucking cool. This is the way he infiltrates this tanker, spoiler alert, is fucking dope. You know? He just goes and he goes from a walk to a fucking sprint, and then we get a fucking sweet ass homage to one of the best movies of the 80s and 90s, but in a kind of a weird, fucked up way, if that makes sense. Coming out here. He's like George Williams. God, it's so fucking cool. And he sticks a landing, kind of. Dun 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 dun. So here we are, the tanker. Probably one of the funnest fucking demo lies in existence. I'm not gonna go over the whole story about how this exists as a lie to Trojan Horse and Raiden, but like it's such a fucking cool level too. Oh, there's our fucking asshole. No, what? How did you know I was even there? How? Tell me how you knew I was there. You didn't know that. You guessed that. There's no way you could have known that. Hideo Kojima. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, and Justice for All, or whatever. God, David Hare's so cool too.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
There's our boys.
I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
Snake, why did you say
Stealth
that?
camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must
I
have
know why
overused
in
it.
history and
Sorry,
like
but you're gonna have to deal with it.
genealogy and all that
You're
he
not
says
in the
that.
military anymore.
But it's such a
Right.
fucking weird
I
thing for
didn't
him to
plan
say.
on relying on this gadget
The way he does
anyway.
it.
The private sector's not so bad.
But I
is
love it. It's so
Privacy
fucking cool.
guaranteed.
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
Yes.
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's
Okay, you
not
take
so
that fucking
bad.
back. Thank you.
Well, that reminds me.
Mei
I have
Ling's
to
a
get in
dork.
touch
I
with
love
again
her
about
so
that
much.
new Natick flashware.
She's a cool
Diverting
fucking,
toys from the
fucking cool
SSCN
character.
again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it's sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market?
No, we
after
did not
Shadow
know
Moses?
that. How could we have known
Ocelot's
that?
doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
What
Not
website
exactly
needs a?
a
What
classified
website has a
weapon for today's
fucking
nuclear powers?
This new one
a
seems to
Metal
have been
Gear?
designed to wipe the
How?
floor with all the other models. The only
How does
consistent description
4chan
is
have
that
a Metal
it's an
Gear? How would that
amphibious
work?
Anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
What would that even
That
do?
explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
God, that's such a fucking dumb thing to say. I know what it means.
The mission objective is to make
and it's
visual
not
confirmation
wrong,
of the new Metal Gear being
but it's so
transported
dumb
by
for
the
a
tanker
dot
and
com.
bring
What did a
back
dot com do with a Metal
photographic
Gear?
evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge.
Okay.
We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
It's me.
know
I'll
the
alert
drill.
everybody.
We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear
Metal Gear
organization,
organization
and officially
officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but
But
still fringe,
cringe,
Otacon.
Otacon. Otacon, here's my dick pics.
All right, let's look at your gear.
Hey, Otacon.
Your weapon is a
fuck
tranquilizer
boy.
gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site.
Ah.
Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an
So-
elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sight.
I'm not gonna do some of the
effects
things
the
that a
anesthetic
lot of
round
cool
will
people
vary
do.
depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of
I'll
tens of
show you some of the
seconds between
mechanics,
hitting
but I won't
limbs,
do them
chest,
through the full
or
LP.
head.
Just enough to show how cool it is.
As for the equipment, hey, Snake, cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
I feel like that should
You
have
haven't read the Surgeon General's warning.
should have been down before that happens.
Here's the digital camera.
So, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. It's fine. Oh, I guess I didn't do anything wrong. It just kind of I pressed the X button on
They
accident,
don't look armed.
Hey,
and he
first
takes a
the
picture of
Snake.
somebody,
These are
and
nice,
that's all you
upstanding
get there.
Marines,
It's
not terrorists.
honestly just
Don't get
not-
caught. You're in stealth mode here.
we'll see it. We'll see it
And when it
later.
comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
How?
traces.
Oh, please, I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so.
He's just being
Those
paranoid.
men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
I
The
mean,
water line is too high. According to the
Would-
navigational plans, this ship
would it be
should
wrong?
have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo hold
Is it
safely
though?
below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper.
get you with the chopper. I like how this is all being done via like a fucking camera of all things, and not like binoculars. God, it's such a fucking
Looks
suspenseful
like we're
scene.
not the only
scene.
ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry.
So I like how the entire thing without Snake, you don't have to be all counter-terrorist, spooky spy-man. But then other spooky spy-men happen, and now he has to be spooky
Ship is run by
spy-man.
a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS 74U.
For you. Okay, cool. Give me like a...
Russians?
Oh,
Sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of
Every
hair.
time there's a war game, we need an enemy. We can't do the Nazis. It goes to the Russians. Duh. I know you.
I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
So, how can we transfer the photo without a node, though? Or a way of doing it? Snake's fucking weird-ass fucking face structure is great.
Looks
It's so
the
fucking
temper's theirs
dumb.
Now.
Why did he look that way?
K-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka.
Cut? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
And now we've officially
We need to get
entered
fixed
the
on
real
who
Metal
they
Gear Solid
are.
2.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not
Maybe we have.
necessarily.
Who knows?
It could be the
Only
KA-62,
you know.
the civil
Wait, we
model.
have.
Look, Snake,
Kind of.
all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open.
How?
So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
Okay, Mom,
This isn't like
God.
Shadow Moses.
I'll
Reach
do
me
my
if anything
best.
happens. The frequency's
Maybe it will do some pyro-
141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time.
Aw,
Call me on
0
the
out of
photo
10.
when you want to save.
Show me
Got
your
it.
panties.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You
God, I
need to
should-
be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
God. Fucking imagine just being able to see Mei Ling's panties in the game. Maybe I have an issue, guys. So... This game is probably the most funnest Metal Gear games, I feel like. Personally, it's probably the better ones. Alright, so we've got a chapter we're going to have. We haven't got caught just yet, and that's fine. We do need to be careful, though. Whoops. So, the interactive thing is, it's on this version, it's for me, it's triangle, but it'd be like Y, I guess, would be it for some reason. I feel that's a little weird personally, but that's just me. So the homeboy here, so I can give him. Normally people want to go ahead and kind of trank him. Oh, we got Otacon. So then when you push the back button,
Snake, go through that
that for
door
me is, I
into the
guess,
ship's
options,
interior.
which is weird
Push
on
the
the
action button
PS4
down
button.
in front of the door and wait until the door opens before letting go. If you need to open the door faster, hit the action button repeatedly while you turn the handle. Make sure you keep doing it until the door's open.
So this is where I kind of said this is where the real Metal Gear Solid 2 begins, and it's technically not untrue. We're not gonna do anything too crazy. We're not gonna get like all of the dog tags or whatever because they're not really important. I feel like right now we gotta be careful though. We got caught, but we were fast enough to kind of trank him, so that's not going to count. It'll count against us, but I'm not going for anything too crazy. I'm a bad spy anyways. Now, what we're going to do now that we kind of went ahead and got everything we need from now, there is some stuff we could get. I'm not going to worry about getting. So let's go ahead and go back down there now and enter the door. And get right into this nonsense. So let's go ahead and... As I'm tapping it, we're gonna go ahead now and open the door. We're gonna get on the floor. We're gonna save it because this game has a cool sub-story, kind of. Oops, wrong one.
Snake, that door opens out on...
Yeah, I'm aware what it does. We're gonna go ahead and save it now. Oops. Hit 96.
Do you want to save?
We're gonna save it a little early, I feel like. Only because it's fun to save it. This was my test save to see if this runs well. It runs well enough. We'll save over it.
Snake, you of course know the
saying.
saying. One for
all for
all,
all for one.
What is this all of a sudden?
Son.
Oh, I figured
I
you
love
need a
this.
lot
He's
of
like,
motivation,
oh,
so I came prepared.
Made links out here to
It's from the
motivate
Three
you, so I'll do it,
Musketeers.
boy. A friend
The
of
book, not
mine.
the candy bar. Anyway,
But what if it was from the
means
candy
if you go
bar?
up against
I
everyone
want
by
it to be from the
yourself,
candy
they'll
bar.
gang up on you too, I think. Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations. How was that? Just like the old days, huh?
Almost reminds me of Mei Ling. But you sure you got it right?
Of course. And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can
Snake,
count on
you know what they say
Great.
when snake. You know what they say. So if we go up there, we can't. Oops, shit. So we can go ahead now and kind of see where our opposition's at, and they'll show it. They'll kind of do it on his way too. So let's go ahead here and
Freeze.
so go ahead and we can, if we aim it at him, we can hold him up at gunpoint, which gives me time to go ahead and snag his dog tag. I'm not gonna collect the dog tags because there's so fucking many. Which is pretty, I think it's pretty dope in my opinion. So let's go ahead here and let me talk to Otacon here. So I want to see if there's anything he can tell me that's any different on this end here now.
What you're wielding right now is a converted Beretta M92F.
I'm aware what it
designed
does.
to fire tranquilizer rounds.
rounds.
A direct hit will knock the target.
You told us this already. He told us that already. Doesn't mean he hasn't told us that's any different here. So we're gonna go ahead. We gotta wait for that line of sight to be gone. And we gotta be careful about this, because he will turn around if he hears us. This isn't the 90s anymore. People have ears that work now in video games. Like that.
It's the enemy. I need help.
So, go ahead and the reason for that being is because I wanted to go ahead and do that. When we run away, we'll get followed, but they can't do anything to stop us. Don't use this too often. They will get used to you doing that. But since now we're kind of gone, I guess they'll go away. He won't. Ha! Like I said, I'm not good at games, guys. Remember that. Did I get a bandage? I did not get a bandage. Okay. Well, we're gonna die, and that's okay. We're gonna get the fuck out of here now. We'd go to the other side anyways. Don't be greedy, kids. And I died. It's cool. It's all good. It's all good.
What's wrong? Snake! Snake!
Do. It's all good. Honestly, not I'm done fucking around. We're gonna do this for realsies now. So we're gonna wait for him to go that way. So now that we kind of know what the layout's like of the land, and I'm done fucking around to kind of go ahead and show you mechanics and stuff. gonna go ahead now and I got our stun grenades now. And let me... Oh, this is fucking sweet. Raven. So... I'm gonna go ahead here. If you time it this right, this cutscene happens. You can go ahead and call
What you're
Otacon.
wielding right now is a
But since we kind of already saw it, I don't think we get the cutscene, and that's my bad. It's cool.
Snake, go to the bridge first and find out where this ship is headed. The bridge is on the top level. Go up.
Alright, so I fucked it up. I can't get that cutscene anymore. That's
Snake,
okay.
don't let the...
It's fine. Honestly, if we look at Master Raven, wrong game. If we go ahead and we're gonna save it here, I think like
Time to
something we
save?
can save it here for. If not, that's cool.
Okay, there's a saying that goes, even a bird on high dies a glutton's death, as do the fish of the deeps. The lesson is, don't be greedy. The fish that belonged to a family called the Deeps died from overfeeding, and
I
so
love the
did a
cutscene.
bird
He's
that
just
got
so
high on
struggling.
something. Probably fermented fruit.
Okay, if you say so.
I do, Snake. Don't take unnecessary risks just because you're greedy for more items. Remember the Deep
Yeah,
family's
who would do
fish.
that? That's not that. I love Otacon. He's so dumb. I know it. It's a good place to end the video today, guys. Thanks for hanging out next to Giga. Have a wonderful rest of your day today and stay safe. Peace.
And think, what am I